I'm Sanjeevi from BA Philosophy first year. I'm going, my topic is like common characteristics of Indian philosophical system.
You didn't inform to your teacher.
Like there are 6 common characteristics of Indian philosophy. First, practical necessity, initial specimens, belief in belief in a moral order, ignorance, liberation, spiritual thinking. Practical necessity of practical necessity. Philosophy is in Indian developed as a practical necessity. It was in general concern about the ultimate question of life. They buried to find a path that might help to solve the
What
problems.
is this? They
Buried a path, sir.
never heard this word. What is this word? Yeah. But you have to before you are
It's a help to solve the problems of everyday life in Indian philosophy, and life had a close relation. The Indian philosophy it's not merely an intellectual exercise. It's merely on an intellectual exercise. Like it's deeply intertwined with the practical goal. We have to achieve liberation, like moksha, by the suffering, like dukkha. From that we should get the liberation. We'll be exercising the philosophy. Philosophy in this, the practical necessity means the philosophers were offering the guidelines for living meaningful and enlightening life. Initial specimens.
You see yourself. You see this. You should not do like this. Yeah.
Indian philosophy in general is found to start with the note of initial specimens. A sense of dissatisfaction at the existing state of affairs can be noted in all systems. They all start with the speculation of suffering. However, the pessimistic note is only an initial one, which generally concludes the optimism. They give the way that leads to a freedom from this existing state of affairs. There will be a thing which will be stopping you from the, there will be a moment going on, but there will be a dissatisfaction will be happening in your life. For that, there is an initial specimen they given us to start with the speculation of suffering. Everything will be not as a good thing which you will be starting. There will be a suffering happening in your life. However, the specific notes is only an initial one which generally concludes with optimism. We will be optimizing the thinking which we are doing with that moment. So they give the way that lead to the freedom from this existing state of mind. From that suffering, they will be giving. There is a freedom from this existing state. Belief in moral order. All Indian philosophical system believe in an external moral order except Charvaka, which is the only materialistic school. Indian philosophy believes that whole universe is governed and sustained by a universal moral order called RTA. Like RTA means.
Hey, they used to pronounce Rita. Yeah. What? Somya didn't teach it Rita.
It's a Vedic legal term that refers to a natural law, the order to govern the universe. It is also an ecological principle that maintains the balance of all life, which helps for us to balance our life in the daily, everyday moment. And this moral order is eternal and cannot be violated by anybody. This concept emphasizing the ethical living, social responsibility, and pursuit of right knowledges. Ignorance, the root cause of all suffering. All Indian philosophical systems believe that ignorance about the true nature of thinking gives rise to worldly attachment. Such attachment makes men slaves to passions and desires. This creates hindrance in the path of knowledge. Through this knowledge and ritual practice, one can overcome the ignorance and attain liberation. Without any knowledge and any practices, a person will be in down position itself, where he can't able to overcome his suffering or come to the liberation. So we should ignore to attain the liberation. Liberation, the ultimate goal. Ignorance causes a state of bondage of all the school of Indian philosophy, gives us a path to free ourselves from the bondage. The cessation of suffering is called liberation. Except Charvaka and school believe in liberation. Like Charvaka is a materialistic school where they fundamentally reject the concept of afterlife, like karma and the liberation, moksha, emphasizing the material and empirical understanding. Like Charvaka will be in the material and empirical understanding of foundation of knowledge. So it will be in this Charvaka will be eliminated. Spiritual thinking. Indian philosophy is said to be a spiritual, the only exception of Charvaka. Before sir said that Charvaka will be only materialistic and empirical. They won't believe in this moksha, karma, and afterlife. So it will be an exception. Most school of Indian philosophy acknowledge an essential spiritual dimension to human existence. They explore concepts like the soul, atma, the nature of consciousness, and the relationship between the individual and the divine.
Go back.
It gives more importance to the spirit or soul more than the body and matter. Believes in matter as the only reality. Conclusion. The Indian philosophical system shares core value and beliefs. These shared characteristics contributed to a unified vision of life, emphasizing ethical conduct, spiritual growth, and the pursuit of liberation. It's from the series of Indian philosophy.
You didn't follow Satyajit.